There's a brutal truth that most men don't want to accept, not because it's hidden, but because it's inconvenient, because it hurts. Because deep down we all wish the world worked differently. But today I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm here to tell you what most people won't. This is the brutal reality about women, the one no one wants to hear. We've been sold a fantasy. From the moment we were boys, we were told, just be nice. Treat her like a queen. Be her shoulder to cry on, and one day she'll love you. But life isn't a Disney movie. And women, they're not looking for a nice guy who waits in the corner. They're drawn to strength, to mystery, to power, not weakness wrapped in politeness. And here's the first brutal truth. 1. Women don't choose the best man. They choose the man who makes them feel the most. You could be loyal. You could be rich. You could be willing to give her the world. But if you don't ignite her emotions, if you don't make her feel something raw, she'll walk away. And she won't explain why, because she doesn't even understand it herself. Attraction isn't logical, it's biological, and feelings beat facts. Every time. Her love has conditions. Even if she doesn't admit it, we're taught to believe in unconditional love. But let's be honest, that kind of love is reserved for children, maybe pets. In adult relationships, especially romantic ones, her love has conditions. She loves you when you're ambitious. She loves you when you're winning. She loves you when you're leading. But if you fall apart, if you lose your edge, her instincts shift. And one day the woman who said, "I'll never leave you," will look at you like a stranger. She's watching how you handle pressure. When life gets tough, she's watching. Not just what you say, but what you do. Do you panic? Do you complain? Do you collapse? Or do you take the weight and keep moving? Because women don't want to carry your burden, they want to feel safe. And if you can't carry your own weight, she will look elsewhere, often without guilt. She respects the man who walks away. Here's a bitter truth. The more you chase her, the more she runs. Neediness is repulsive. Begging kills attraction. Being available all the time kills the mystery. But the man who can walk away, the one who doesn't need her, that man lives in her mind. He haunts her thoughts. Because he holds the power she craves. She will test you. Again and again. This isn't manipulation. It's nature. She wants to know if you're real. If you can handle her mood swings, her silence, her sarcasm. Not because she's cruel, but because deep down she needs to know if you'll break. Women test strength the way fire tests steel. And if you fail those tests, if you fold, if you chase, if you cry for her approval, she loses respect. And once that respect is gone, love follows close behind. This might sound harsh, but it's liberating. Because once you accept this brutal reality, you stop living for her approval. You stop playing a game you don't understand. And you start focusing on what matters, becoming a man of purpose, of discipline, of direction. Her words and her actions don't always align. She might say she wants a nice guy. She might say she's tired of players. She might post about wanting loyalty, consistency, and honesty. But look at who she gives her time to. Look at who she obsesses over, who she texts at 2 a.m. It's not the guy who worships her. It's the guy who challenges her, who makes her feel alive. Her emotions drive her decisions, not her statements. She's not yours. It's just your turn. I know this one cuts deep. But in today's world, commitment has changed. Dating apps, endless options, social media validation. It's never been easier for her to move on. To keep you as an option, to leave when things get too real. So don't ever think you own her. She's not a prize you win forever. She's a person, and she's free to leave at any moment. And so are you. So don't build your identity around keeping her. Build your identity around being the kind of man she never wants to leave. I know this is hard to hear. It goes against everything we were taught. But truth doesn't care about your feelings. It just is. And the sooner you accept it, the sooner you stop being used, the sooner you stop being confused, and the sooner you start becoming the man who doesn't need validation, because he validates himself. Become the man who doesn't chase. Become the man they chase. Like, comment, subscribe, and never forget, you are your own foundation.